Lip biting is a rather destructive habit which can cause painful, torn, and swollen lips. When the lower lip is repeatedly bitten, the upper teeth continuously have to take an abnormal position. Over time, this will stop the front teeth from fitting together properly. If this is prolonged, orthodontic problems can result, causing pain and damage to the teeth and face. Constant and prolonged lip biting doesn't just spoil the way your mouth looks, but it also is damaging in other ways. Lips become dry, inflamed, and sore, and may become scarred. The trouble is, you don't know you're doing it. It's so easy to do, and there can be so many different triggers such as tension, boredom, or loneliness, which can lead to a lip biting episode. Mostly it's done without a conscious intention. It just seems to happen. And it's because hypnosis deals with unconscious processes that hypnosis can really help you. Like any behavior, lip biting, if it's done often enough, can come to feel strangely satisfying, even if it really hurts. The brain learns to set up an expectation of biting. The biting happens and the expectation is fulfilled. It's just like the expectation fulfillment mechanism that occurs when an addict gets their fix. On top of that, the damage to the lip causes natural painkillers called endorphins to be released, which gives you a chemical fix. Lip biting is destructive and damages facial tissue and teeth as much as it does the lips themselves. So any satisfaction derived from lip biting is, of course, outweighed by the damage it does. And of course, it really doesn't look good to others. And you know that lip biting is actually a form of self-harm. Just as some people cut themselves, so the teeth cut part of their own flesh and blood. It's just like an abusive relationship where the biting pattern is destroying part of you, and you let it. Just as in a destructive relationship between two people. Those poor lips are the victim in the relationship, of course. What those different parts of you should really be doing is working as a team. The teeth need the lips to protect them. The lips look after the teeth, but the teeth return to this care by savagely ripping into them. Now, hypothetically, we can appeal to these different parts. The lips need some representation to stick up for them, to stop them being bullied and being pushed around, so they can get on with what they do best, which is protect those teeth. Okay, just make yourself comfortable and relax back into your seat. And I want you to roll your eyes back and up as if you're trying to look at your eyebrows. It's important to feel your eyes straining just a little because looking up will give you a burst of alpha brainwaves. So now go ahead and fix your eyes at a real or imagined spot on the ceiling. And just keep your eyes glued to that spot and breathe in and just breathe out, keeping your eyes glued to that spot. And again, breathe in. Keep your eyes riveted to the spot and breathe out. And just one more time, breathe in and just hold it. And this time, as you breathe out, keep your eyeballs up, but just close your eyelid right down. And now that your eyelids are closing down, just leave them closed and just allow a drifting, floating feeling to develop in your body. Don't try to make it happen. Just let it happen. Just imagine a wave of deep relaxation watching over your body like water in the shower, going from your head down to your toes. And I want you to picture 10 steps going down. And if you drop your chin just a little, you can really get that looking down feeling that you get when you look down a flight of stairs or out of an upper window. So get that looking down feeling right now. And as I count backward from 10 to 1, you can literally feel your feet moving onto step 10. You can see your feet making contact with step 9. You can hear your feet touching step 8. And now you're taking step 7 and 6 and just going deeper into relaxation. You're taking steps 5 as each muscle turns loose. Let loose as you go deeper. You're taking step 3 as you gently, calmly, easily move on to an even deeper level. You're taking step 2, and now you're taking the last step 1, and you are just going deeper and deeper and deeper into a comfortable, calm state of deep relaxation. And you can see everything, hear everything, feel everything, and you're going to really like it. Even when you are not aware of it, your brilliant mind is seeing, believing, and accepting every word I'm saying as you become more and more relaxed and calm. And as you completely relax now, both your mind and your body, I want you to focus on the word calm in your mind. And as you focus on this word, just allow any stressors or strains from the day to just gently and easily start to drift away. No longer needed, just taking this time for you today to completely relax and unwind, calm. And as you step off that last step, you see in front of you a large door. You walk over to the door and slowly go through. And as you go through, you enter into your own special place of paradise, wherever that may be. Somewhere you can go to totally relax and let go. A special place for only you, where nothing matters. No worries, no cares. You feel totally calm, safe and secure, and you can enjoy the peace of mind knowing nothing can bother or distract you. Completely letting go now. Calm. And as you look around you, see what you see, hear what you hear, and feel what you feel. Engage all your senses and just completely relax, enjoying this time just for you. As you begin to relax even deeper to the sound of my voice and begin to imagine the start of a typical lip-biting episode, that initial trigger, that biggest trigger, perhaps it's boredom, perhaps tension, or maybe just a less relaxing moment. Getting a real sense of that now, and then going all the way through that pattern in your mind, from start to finish. That familiar old pattern that you've done so many times. Just taking a few moments to run through that old pattern in your mind now, right from start to finish. Good. And now I'd like you to get a sense of that trigger again. The trigger that starts a lip biting episode. Noticing where that feeling starts in your body and in your mind. But this time, once you get a sense of that urge, just fast forwarding right to the end after you've finished biting. Missing out those middle steps, noticing those feelings afterwards. And once again, getting a sense of that initial trigger and those feelings just before starting a bit to bite those lips. Sensing that building up and then drifting right to that time afterwards, just after you stop biting. That afterwards feeling. That's it. And again, noticing that feeling building, that trigger just as the start of the pattern, the urge to bite those lips, then flashing forward to the end of that old pattern, to that moment afterwards, getting a sense of just how that feels. Good. And now you can take those afterwards feelings back to that trigger beforehand, noticing how that trigger starts the urge to bite those lips, but how almost as soon as that feeling starts, it can be replaced by that afterward feeling, that feeling of really not wanting to do it. Taking some time to get a real sense of that now, how that desire to bite and chew just isn't there. And you can be very relaxed with that feeling and allow the relaxation to spread throughout your body, massaging each muscle, calmly releasing any tension from the day, letting go and relaxing. And now you can choose to listen to my words as you relax deeper, floating over and around you on a blanket of air. Or you can choose to listen to those calming spaces in between each word, your body and mind taking some well-deserved time out to rest and relax naturally and easily, because your body really does know how to relax this deeply anytime you need to. And you know each part of your body has its part to play. Those lungs drawing in that refreshing air deep inside, transporting oxygen to that blood with each and every calming breath, that heart gently beating, that reliable servant tirelessly working as it pumps that oxygen around, every muscle relaxing deeper as it takes that refreshing oxygen on board. Those eyes, how they can close when you rest deeply, capturing those vivid colors and pictures you can conjure in your mind. That nose detecting all those relaxing scents on the air, breathing in that relaxation. All those parts of your body with touch sense, feeling the warmth of the sun on your back or the comforting breeze on your face. Floating over and around that skin, caressing the hairs on those arms, every part of that body working together, helping each other out, relaxing more deeply together. And those teeth and lips can work together because those lips have rights. The right not to be bitten and torn, the lips that protect those teeth, and those teeth can be very reluctant to damage those lips that protect them, knowing how those lips actually help keep those teeth in position, And I wonder what those lips would say if they had a voice, what they would say to those teeth, explaining how the body needs to work together as a team, and those teeth listening and hearing the sense of it, calmly taking that on board, logging that thought with your unconscious mind, how that abusive relationship can easily come to an end. That old bullying can just stop, and that old urge to eat bits of yourself just fades away completely. And perhaps you can get a sense of noticing that trigger again now, and notice just how reluctant those teeth can be in the absence of that old urge, and just how relaxed you can be about that, noticing just how that feels. Excellent. And now, getting a sense of another of those old triggers, sensing the moment that old feeling would start, and noticing how comfortable those teeth are to remain exactly where they are, doing nothing. Calmly letting that moment drift by, allowing that old trigger to pass easily and naturally. Great. And now drifting to a time in the future, maybe weeks, months, or even years, when today seems like a very long time ago, and those old habits are just that, an old faded memory, noticing how those lips look, healthy and full, smooth and relaxed, faithfully protecting those teeth, keeping those teeth in line, helping keep them healthy and strong. How wonderful those lips can feel now. Imagining running your tongue over their smooth surface, really enjoying the sensation, noticing how all those old triggers are irrelevant. They just don't matter anymore. Your unconscious mind naturally letting you relax in those situations, taking a moment to get a wonderful sense of that now. And now, drifting back to the here and now, bringing back with you all those fabulous feelings, all the deep learning from today, and trusting your unconscious mind, becoming more aware of the room around you, the sounds around you, gently coming back to the room, refreshed and revitalized, and opening those eyes now. Thank you. Thank you. For more hypnosis sessions, please log into Myers Life Coaching on YouTube. Thank you, and have a good evening. Thank you. And I celebrate with you today the eradication of lip biting.
Shine, life is good. I'm doing fine, and gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout, take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right. And if you want a good tomorrow, it's pretty simple, gotta find a way to follow. And if you do, you have
The Myers helped me face the issues that were tearing my relationship apart. They provided a safe environment to work through those difficult issues associated with our children, work, finances, trust, and intimacy. I feel I achieved a closeness and a renewed commitment to my relationship. I highly encourage couples to face their challenges and give the Myers a call.
We want to thank the Myers for all of their support. We were on the brink of a divorce.
We just could not communicate. We would have the same argument over and over again.
But after a great deal of reflection, we actually enjoy being around each other again. You taught us skills that have helped us manage conflict.
Yeah, we had a great spiritual conversation with a couple that had vested interest in helping us find our peace.
As a startup entrepreneur, I have been able to leverage the Myers coaching. First of all, they are a sounding board for my personal anxieties as I develop and fine-tune my leadership. I would get so irritated. I now have a plan to manage my anger and a support system that holds me accountable. They are non-judgmental people with tremendous skill and talent, an asset for anyone trying to develop professionally.